fellow Flosstubers, it's Patty here with episode 175. Today is November the 15th, 2021. On today's show, I have whips and knitting, so sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was pretty much the same as always. I saw my mom. I bundled up for the cold because it finally did get cold here. It's been below zero most of last week, I believe. It warms up during the day, but then of course it gets cold at night. It's been about anywhere from 10 below to 20 below, I think, but not for very long on 20 belows. And it did snow a little bit, or at least it tried to, this weekend. And yeah, on Saturday in the afternoon, I looked at the hubs and said, let's go to Lowe's and look at lights. So we went light shopping for the house. We picked up 3 lights for hallways. We picked up a kitchen light, and we installed the kitchen light on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we installed one of the lights for the hallway, just to see if we were going to like it. And if we didn't like it, we were going to take the other 2 back. But it gives off a lot of light, much more light than we've ever had in the hallway, so that's good. And the kitchen light too. The kitchen light really set off the whole kitchen area. Usually in the wintertime you have to turn on a couple of lights to see in the kitchen, but this one light, it really brightened it all up. We probably won't need to use a second light. Let's see what else. We looked at washing machines because we're going to be buying a new washer and dryer as well. And we were going to get a stackable. So we were looking at all the stackables, and we found one that is actually a big size washer and dryer stackable, that the controls for the dryer are right next to the controls to the washing machine, so that you can, you don't have to reach up so high to mess with the dryer's things. So we're probably going to get that if that's in stock. If not, we'll just get a washer and dryer and not stack them, because looking at the machines, they're so big, and if you stack them, it's going to be really hard to get to the dryer from, because I'm only 5'4", so it's going to be hard to do that. We did look at the normal stackables, and to me it's fine. It's hard to get into the washer with a top loader because that's just the nature of the beast because of the dryer. I don't have a problem with that, but he said, no, that's not good. You don't want to have that. I'm like, okay, a normal stackable would be fine, but we're looking at the LG. That looked really good. They were both front loaders instead of a top loader, front loader, so we'll see. We will see. So, on Sunday, we didn't have the littles. The little man was sick, so my son and his wife kept them home for Sunday, which was kind of nice to have a nice, quiet Sunday. I needed to recharge a little bit. They've been getting my mom up with the sit-to-stand machine, and she's been in a lot of pain, but they've been telling her, and I've told her too, she needs to get up. She can't be laying in bed anymore. So they got her up on Friday, and this weekend she was sitting up on the side of her bed eating food, so that was really good. And today they got her up and took her out into the main room, and she ate lunch with everybody. So that's really good news to hear that even though it hurts her to use that machine, she's still doing it, and she's still getting up, and she knows now that this is no longer, she needs to do it. She can't live the rest of her life in bed. So I'm really happy that that's turning around, and she seems to be grasping this, and so I'm really proud of her. Really proud of her. So that is about all the blathering I have for this week. Shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. Okay, Mira Monday for the month of November is Moonflower. I am stitching Moonflower on 32 count Milk Chocolate by Witchelt. And you're not going to see a whole heck of a lot because I started back over here to meet up this strand, and this strand was half a stitch off. And it was a half a stitch off way over in here. So I had to pull out all of the Kreinik that I had done, plus all of the, this is watercolor by Karen. So I had to rip it all out and restitch it. So I restitched it, it's fine. Then I took another strand of watercolor, and I'm starting this piece of swag. And yeah, I got burnt out. I was so upset with that half a stitch off. It was like, you're kidding me. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully today I'll get some good progress on that. And then I pulled out Santa of the Forest by Lavender and Lace. Santa of the Forest is being stitched on 32 count MCG textiles in the natural linen. And that is what he looks like. And last week I said I only had the dog to do after the bird. I forgot about the rabbit, because he's kind of well hidden in there. So there's still the dog and the rabbit to do, because the bird is pretty much done. There's still some, color to put in. Plus he's got some tendrils that go up and through here in his beak. But he's at least there. So I think when I get to working on it this next time, I will fill in the rest of the bird, and I may count up to do the white, but I'm not sure. But here he is. This is so much fun to stitch on. I really want to get this done too. Not this year, probably, but definitely next year. Okay. And then, let's see, I pulled out Give Thanks. Sorry. And that's a chart by DMC. And I have to admit, I only did this much. I just wasn't feeling it. So I added this little, I think it's an acorn motif, just one little one. And then I went, I'm done. But I thought I should show you guys anyway, since I did technically stitch on it, even though it wasn't a heck of a lot, but I did. Then I pulled up the branch by Barbara Anna Designs. Oh, sorry, this is being stitched on 28 count even weave in the sand colorway, and it's by Charles Craft. So it's all DMC. DMC pattern, DMC floss, DMC fabric. Pretty exciting. Okay, then I have Barbara Anna the branch. This is being stitched on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha by Swigart. And I got a lot done on this one. So I finished out the pumpkins. I put in the vase. I was really happy with that. And this is the start of there's like a little motif right here for the corner. It is like a stitch off, like a block off, but I'm okay with that. It's, this is matched up. This is over, I think this is over, it's 1 inch or 1 stitch closer, so I'll have to kind of fudge it down in here, but it should be okay. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Yay! And then, of course, for my Fright Night, Gecko Rouge, Lewis Johnson, 25 count easy guide, 1/1. I didn't do a lot, and in fact one night I didn't even work on it at all, but I am still keeping up with the stitching zombies, and so I did, like yesterday I did 300 stitches to help the group progress. And Saturday I did 200 stitches as well because we were hiding under a car. So you had to do 200 stitches. And now this section is we're looking for somebody, and 2 people had to stitch 300 stitches to look for this person. So I said I would go ahead and stitch 300 stitches because I hadn't really been helping out a lot, but I went ahead and did 300. So I did quite a bit, but I'm just not stitching as much as I usually do. But here it is. Those columns are cool coming out. So there's 2 columns there and a column there. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So that was all that I stitched on last week. I'll go ahead and jump into stitching on that. And I've decided that my Fridays are now going to be open for another stitch instead of working on Friday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll still work on it all week long in the evenings after dinner, and then work on it Saturday and Sunday. I do want to, I'm going to put branch away for this week. I'm not going to work on it this week. I'll work on something different. I will definitely try to work on Give Thanks. I do want to work on my Whip Go project, which is the Santa of the Forest. And of course my Mirror Monday, which is Moon Fairy. And I think I'm going to try to work on Halloween Fairy just to get her done. And that was just the beading and some backstitching and a couple of the crosses that I forgot to do. So I will work on that this week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, when I have a day where I don't have to go running errands for anybody. So that's probably what my plans are for that. And I'm not sure which project I'm going to work on the other day. I have no idea. I guess I'll have to wait, and you'll have to wait and see. So knitting, I went ahead and knit up 3 washcloths this week. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, so knitting and stitching has been put aside because I think I told you guys that I lost my island and had to restart. So yeah, and they just had new DLC, and you needed to be progressed so far in the game for the new download to work, so I had to start over and get my island to that. So now I'm just going back and reworking it, and it's been a lot of fun. But anyway, I've got 3 washcloths done, and here is another orange washcloth that I'm working on. So yeah, looking around, that is all I have for you this week. I hope that you're all staying safe and healthy and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I'll see you guys next week.